Oh.
What?
Can't tell if that's just like gunk or like...
What's up, you guys? Happy New Year. We were actually recording this on the 1st of January, so I know this is posted a little later, but you know, that's just how the order of the videos are. But anyways, Happy New Year's. Today we're gonna be working on the FA20 over there. We're gonna be disassembling it to the best of our knowledge, seeing what exactly is wrong with the engine, hopefully going over some things you need to learn from us and things you should take away from this, as I've made a lot of mistakes and I regret a lot, but that's part of learning. I learned the hard way, you know, it's whatever. I already started draining the oil, so that's already going. Let it kind of sit for a little bit. In the meantime, we're gonna pull out the BRZ and we're gonna try and clean up the engine bay as best as possible. You see it's kind of dirty. We're not gonna clean the outside, just the engine bay inside, but we'll get that right now while that's draining. And just a little sneak peek. There's some metal in the oil. Anyways, let's start cleaning and we will check back in with you guys in a little bit. Enjoy this little montage of us cleaning.
So we are letting the car dry. I think Derek said that earlier. We got the engine moved to the other side of the garage so we have more space to work on it. We're finally gonna go ahead and start cracking this thing open. I think we're gonna start with oil pan, right?
I think before we get to the oil pan, just before we flip it, we should take off the coil packs, all this clutter up top, intake manifold, whatever. We'll try and do the timing cover and then maybe
everything but the oil pan.
Yeah, right? Everything but the oil pan. We'll get to that later.
I don't know why you're letting me talk. I'm following your direction. It's your car.
Okay, yeah. Well, we'll start on that. We'll start taking off all the harnesses and stuff up here and then make our way to the timing cover, then the heads, then the oil pan, and the block. I currently don't have the gaskets, or... Am I zoomed in on my face?
I don't know. Probably not.
Currently waiting for my gaskets and sealant to come in, as well as assembly loops, so that everything can get put back together. But as of now, we're just gonna go ahead and disassemble everything and leave everything kind of just everywhere so that it's prepared for when I get those things in. So if we have time, I hope we can get to checking bearing clearance, as well as inspecting the cylinder walls, but we'll kind of see how far we get with time, because Andrew might leave. No, he's not leaving. Okay, never mind. I'm so tired. First spark plug out. This thing actually looks pretty good. Doesn't look bad at all. Let's get the other one.
All right. Intake manifold is about to be taken off. Okay, never mind. It's not coming off.
Still got more clips.
2 hours later.
Yo! Intake manifold off. Time to pull off the rest of the harness, the wiring harness. Okay, so Andrew is currently walking my dog right now. He's having the time of his life, the both of them. Finally got the harness off, if I can get it by myself. Good. Harness is officially off. I think it's time to start disassembling the tubes now. I feel like the harness is kind of self-explanatory if we just save it and just kind of lay it back on top. I'm pretty sure everything kind of falls into place where it should go, so I'm just gonna ignore labeling everything and hopefully it'll make sense when we put it back on.
It literally looks like
hopefully
a nervous system.
What was the last update? It was the harness, right?
Harness, I think.
So got all the bolts off for the timing cover. Right now we're just trying to take off the crankshaft pulley right here, but it's being a bitch.
I'm having a little trouble. This thing is like, I could put all our weight on the breaker bar and it's not working. So we're gonna try this long schlong pipe. But it's hard because since it's on the engine mount, it wants to rotate as we do it. Plus we gotta jam the flywheel on the other side, otherwise it just keeps spinning the crank. So we gotta hold the one side of the engine down, hold that flywheel, while trying to listen to this.
Yeah, so just a tip, if you ever have to do anything with the pulley, do it on the car first and then take out the engine, and it'll make your life 1,000 times easier. Because the shit sucks. We'll update you and get this.
Nah, we're gonna record this when we get it.
Oh, fuck.
No, this just broke.
Oh. No way.
Dude, there's no way that this, yeah,
That's crazy.
we got it off.
Came off that easy.
Just with my hand.
Oh, that's off now.
Took us actually like a whole hour. Derek had this whole ass tool set and he just decided to not open it and use it. Got it for Christmas and he kept it in the box this whole time. This is literally, we just needed a breaker bar with the bigger drive, so it would hold
Lesson
better.
learned.
Use the tools that you have.
Okay, let's continue.
Ready to take it off? Just got some seals to break off on your side.
Woo! Is that a metal shaving?
Oh, that is one right there.
Oh, that's a big ass piece. I mean, that was the only flake that I see so far, and honestly, like, I'm dripping a little. You guys see that thing on Andrew's finger? That's metal. So
Not supposed to be there.
yeah, definitely not supposed to be there. I honestly don't see a lot of specks in the oil. I could be tripping, but I don't know if you guys can see. Oh yeah, that's all metal. Oh shit. Top all these specks right here. That's all metal. It's not looking good, guys. Yeah, if you ever want to know what the inside of a FA20 looks like, this is what it looks like. Timing cover at least. Look at how much RTV they fucking use right here. Jesus Christ.
And they use so much right here, but not enough over here.
So it's like thin in some areas, and so like it started leaking, especially like right here. Oh my god, look at the RTV. It's so thin right here, and it started leaking. So I guess it's like a known thing for timing covers to leak oil pretty easily. So always check your oil. If there's one lesson that I learned, it's always to check your oil, because even if it's leaking a little bit, you can still save your engine from spinning a bearing, especially before you go on a canyon run or drive it hard. You always want to check your oil. Anyways, I guess we'll start taking off the timing belt tensioners, take off the chain. We'll try and clean things up, and then we'll start working on the heads next. And look at how much oil's on like everywhere.
I swear it's leaking mainly. Let's move on forward to the heats.
Alright, I'll start taking everything off and we'll update you when all of this comes off. Alright, so we got the belt tensioners off. You just 2 bolts. Careful when you're taking them off because they are very
Spring.
yeah, they'll like spring off of the tensioner, so just be careful when you take those off because yeah. So that's off now. We start taking off the heads. I don't remember if these come off. I'm gonna watch a video just to make sure that these don't come off yet. I don't remember, but yeah, we'll get this off and then take off the oil pan. Okay, so we got the passenger side front valve cover off. The really great thing though is if we look at the lobes of the camshafts, this one's the intake, exhaust, they look really good. They don't look worn at all from like bearing material scratching it up or anything. So this is a really good sign. I don't know what it looks like on the other sides of them, but at least for this side it looks really good. They don't look messed up at all. So we'll continue taking off this plate up here. We'll take out the cams, take off the other plate. Oh god, I'm getting everything messed up. And we'll take out the plate, we'll get to the valve springs, and then that will give us access to the actual head connected to the short block. So we'll do that and then do another update.
I need a piss.
Alright, so all of the valve covers are taken off now, camshafts are out. We just undid the head bolts and now we're gonna actually pull off the head from the short block. So
It's gonna go from long block to Derek block.
let's try. Fuck. Sheesh, we didn't have to do it. Oh, that's plastic.
I was gonna say.
This is white stuff. Oh god, this gasket has so much fucking gunk. We have to really clean off the fucking everything. And look how thin this thing is, like.
That's what usually fit on the EJs. That's what failed. Oh,
What?
can't tell if that's just like gunk or like it's kind of shiny in there.
The cylinder walls don't look messed up at all. You can still see the hone, so it honestly looks really good. And this is not shiny, so.
I don't know, a couple.
Wait, let me look at the valve. Okay, the heads look good. So it doesn't look like it hit on this side at all. Everything looks really good still. I think the heads are good.
Imagine it's the other side that's all.
Oh, I know. I'm
trying to think. The noise was coming from more on the passenger side, right?
No, it's just coming from the back of it. Guys, from what I can see, this looks pretty promising, not gonna lie. There's not any seat like scratches going up. At least cylinder, I don't know which one this one is, but at least on this cylinder it doesn't look bad. We'll have to check the other side to see. And I can't see in this cylinder, but at least this one looks pretty good. Let's get off the other side now. And then we'll drop the oil pan.
I bet you it's just your bearing.
I really fucking hope so. As you can see, it's just a short block now. We got both heads taken off. It honestly wasn't that hard to do. For the second one, we actually ended up leaving just the camshafts on the actual like secondary valve cover. So we got to skip a step that we honestly didn't do with the other side, but it's okay. We learned a lesson. We did that and it was a lot easier. So now we're gonna go ahead and take off the oil pan on the bottom and we'll show you guys what exactly is going on and hopefully praying that it's not bad. So let's do that and then we'll take off the whole bottom side and then it'll just be buck lift and then you'll see the bearings and we'll show you the play. If it's actually the bearings, maybe it's not, who knows. So let's get to it. Moment of truth.
Here we go.
Some stuff there.
Hey.
It's all gunk. Okay, honestly,
that's our TV. There's no big chunks.
I thought it was gonna be way worse than this, honestly. It's not too bad. It could have been a lot better. But yeah, as you can tell, there's like pretty good sized bearing material and it's hella metallic, so
it's like metallic paint. It doesn't look like you have RTV issues, but we're gonna have to take this off if you really want to see. Ooh,
there's some RTV.
Just a little though. Nothing to really.
It's not bad, honestly.
I don't know. There is on the other side of the mesh. What is that?
Let's get this whole bottom part off now, and then we'll get a better look underneath and in the cracks of underneath here. And there should be a whole bunch of gunk in here too. So let's just take this off now.
Alright, finally got this broken off. I pull it off and wow. Oh, found some RTV sitting inside here.
It's not bad at all on the other side. What the heck?
There's some RTV sitting down here.
This looks pretty good. Should turn so it kind of came to a end for today's video. As you can tell, it's just a short block now. Everything's taken off. Right now we have to stop because we don't have the specialty tool to take off the connecting rods. So gotta run to the store, gotta grab one of those and get those off. And then I actually have surgery coming up on the 25th of January. So racing against time to get this back together. But yeah, hope you guys learned something new.
Did all of that today.
The fun part is gonna be when we have to put everything back together, which I'm so fucking scared for. Actually, I'm most scared for starting up the car and seeing if the car actually works. That's the scary part. Let's end today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back. We'll finish up taking out the pistons and putting in new bearings, measuring bearing clearance and stuff like that, but getting that next video. So hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Andrew says goodbye.
Peace out, y'all.
Yep. And until next time, let's do this. Look at his fucking nasty ass hands. You didn't want to put gloves on.
I'm a real mechanic.